Hello. I wanted to quickly thank you all for being here and taking the time to hear about all of our experiences in Alabama. My name is Aaralynn, and I'm gonna try my best to fit this into 5 minutes. But for my project, I'll be focusing on just one location from our civil rights trip, which is the National Memorial for Peace and Justice, located in Montgomery. We visited this place on our second day away from home. I'm not gonna just sit here and describe it because you can just go there for yourself, but I will tell you what it meant to me. And while yes, the landscaping was beautiful, we're not here to talk about foliage, but just look at this, come on. Anyways, getting back on track, this place is unofficially called the National Lynching Memorial for a reason. It's made up of a whole 6 acres of land dedicated to the black victims of racial terrorism and lynching. What made this place significantly impactful to me were three main things: the lack of names, the reasons and justification for murder, and the way it is all presented to you. This memorial includes large headstones, each with a list of names, headlined with what town these individuals lost their lives in. What I mean when I say lack of names is the fact that on several of these headstones, some people are just labeled as unknown. While yes, there are a good majority of names included here, there are far too many missing. I'll include some photos now, but it's honestly just upsetting to know that these people's lives were valued so little by other human beings, a little less than a century ago, that they couldn't even be bothered to document their names. Racial hate crimes rid these people of basic human empathy, and now it's impossible to know just how many African Americans were lynched within the past 300 years. Of course, I wasn't able to take pictures of every single missing name, but I just want you to take a second to see the sheer amount I was able to photograph. These were real people that cannot properly be remembered. On the same topic, the few individuals' deaths that were actually documented actually had reasons as to why their lynching was quote unquote justified. Underneath certain headstones, there were plates that included these reasons. I will show you a few now. Born Powell, a 14-year-old killed for apparently frightening a white girl. Or the one next to him, who, guess what, didn't get his name documented. Now he's just known as a black man who was lynched for standing around in a white neighborhood. Or what about William Wardley, who was lynched because white merchants believed his money to be counterfeit, which it was later found out not to be? Or perhaps Robert Morton, who just wrote a note to a white woman? Or what about General Lee, who apparently knocked on a white woman's door? Or even Henry Patterson, lynched right here in Florida for asking a white woman for a drink of water? Or Frank Dodd, who was killed for apparently annoying a white woman? There was even a group of black sugarcane workers who were lynched for going on strike to protest lowering wages. It is wildly infuriating that these were people's reasons for killing other random innocent people out of sheer hate. It's equally as infuriating to imagine that the ones with names documented are lucky in a sense. It's disgusting. None of these in a million years could ever be a justification for taking another human being's life. There are more excuses rather than reasons. Moving on, the final thing that I mentioned at the beginning was how everything is presented to you. More specifically, the first thing you see when you walk in is that the headstones are all up high. I'll include some photos now, but the headstones were all quite literally hanging from the ceiling. I just want you to take a second and take that in. It's unreal. The choice to display it like this could be seen as offensive to some, but I believe that's the point. It's supposed to grab your attention, it's supposed to throw you off. It was an excellent choice for the memorial and makes visitors feel wildly uncomfortable. That's the goal. You're not supposed to feel good, comfortable, or at home. The choice to hang the headstones makes everything feel all the more real, and it's genius. While sure this might be obvious to some people, the feeling it brings is not. This memorial aims to leave a lasting impression, and it wants to upset you, and it definitely does. All in all, yes, this place was extremely upsetting and uncomfortable to visit, but I genuinely think that's the point. And it's awesome that that's the point. It's unique, and I don't think I'll ever forget this experience. And before you ask, yes, we were allowed to take pictures at this location. Thank you.